Hey guys, welcome back. Avatar here. Today we're doing a first look on Driftmoon. It is published by Instant Kingdom, and it is developed by, I believe, a husband and wife team, I think, and I can't even pronounce their names, so I'm not even going to attempt to do that. I don't want to be offending them at all, although this first look might offend them anyway. Currently it is on Steam for $14.99. It just was released on January 3rd of 2014, but the game itself was actually released, I believe, on February 23rd of 2013. So it's been around for a while, but it was just, I guess, re-released on Steam. But it's an action RPG. It's indie, like I've been doing a lot of lately. It's a little bit different, though, because I'm normally a very optimistic and positive guy. I think out of all of the first looks I've done so far to date, I've probably had one bad experience, and that was with Starforge Alpha. And, well, unfortunately, I'm sad to say that this is going to be a second. So, again, this is just my opinion, but we're going to go ahead and I'm kind of showing you a little bit about the game. I kind of just want to tell you my overall thoughts about it. I want to start off by saying that, unfortunately, this game... I've played this game for multiple hours now because I'm really trying to find positives of it. And unfortunately, it makes my head hurt to play this game. Like, this game literally gives me a headache. And I don't know if it's just this view that we have here. I mean, you can pan the camera a little bit, as you can see, but this is just a typical RPG. Okay, let me start with the basics here. You have your normal hotbar, you have your inventory, you have your stats over here, you have some talents. It's pretty straightforward, pretty basic. No big deal. The gameplay, as you can tell here, is very... There's nothing impressive here. Okay. Let me see if I can find... There are a few impressive things about this game. Let me see if I can find a couple for you. This game is just... Oh, my head's already starting to hurt. So you have a lot of interactions here. And this brings me to one of the good parts of the game. It's very, very heavy as far as RPG elements. So if you like the number crunching combat type of RPGs, this probably isn't for you. But if you really like the meaty, greedy kind of role-playing, there's a lot of text here. There's no voice acting. There's a lot of text. There's a lot of different choices you can do, and you can read, and you can see, and there's usually a bunch of different options you can go for. Yeah, okay. It does things a little bit differently. Like, when you get food, you end up just regenerating over time. There's all these different... there's the crafting system, a message system. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward, basic RPG, honestly. We just leveled up here. I started at the beginning here for this video for purposes of really just kind of illustrating the basics of the game and see if we can get some of that RPG elements that I wanted to show, because it is a good positive the game does have. Let's just go with Strength Constitution. We'll go with Archery. Okay. Again, the gameplay is pretty self-explanatory. There's not much here. You know, you can have a bow, but you need arrows, and it's very basic RPG stuff. I want to talk more about just the overall gameplay here. It's, again, I don't know how you guys are feeling right now, but right now, I've been playing this game for close to 4 minutes now again, and I'm already starting to feel like sick. It might just be me, but it's painful to play. I'm not gonna lie. As you walk around, you have this little guy Word that follows you around. You can interact with objects. There's a lot of nice little, there's a lot of little chat blurbs that come out and they say kind of a few things. But again, for the most part, the only real good positive I've really seen in this story mode so far has been the actual chatting and interaction with NPCs. But it's hard for me to really take that as a legitimate positive. Let's see. Alright, so here's a perfect example. Like, we're talking to a fucking wolf here. Like, I'm not going to read through this, but as you can see, there's quite a few different things. Let's go ahead and say something, okay? So we say something, yada yada yada. Let's say something else. Then it tells you the wolf snarls in disgust, but she doesn't look too surprised. Continue. Well, hold on, why? So it just goes on and on. I mean, there's a lot of roleplay there. I'm not sure what I just said, but um, again, it's just, I don't know. It hurts my head. The combat is pretty crappy. Let me see if I can find a nice little combat place for you. There's not. I mean, there is a crafting system, so you can definitely craft things, but it is $15, which again is not the best. So this is actually where he came from. So we don't want to go that way. So when I'm looking at a game, especially indie games like this, I'm looking at a few different things, right? I'm looking at how much does it cost. I'm looking at how much value am I going to get out of it. I'm looking at, you know, how long is it going to play? How much fun am I going to have while playing it? Do I want to continue playing it? This is probably the first game I've done in a long time that I can honestly say I do not want to continue playing this game after I finish this first look. Besides the fact, again, that it makes my head hurt just staring at this fucking random ass. Oh god, I don't know. It is smooth to a degree, but it's not. It's like, look how like clunky's not the right word. Just look how kind of boring it looks, right? I mean, I'm just step after step after step after step. Was there someone actually in there talking? No, everyone's petrified. I'm just freaking petrified. Message in a bottle. Okay, yeah. So again, a lot of RP elements, which is cool. The rest of the game is just. I really do try to be positive and look. I mean, I'm a gamer through and through, and I try to always find something positive with games. But this game has been the first game that I just cannot really, you know, recommend at all. Unless you are a die-hard RPGer, I honestly don't think this game is going to be for you. Oh, it's a nice little coin trail. So, I just... Okay, so here's some combat, and maybe this will help me explain why. So, we're going to click to attack this guy. Here's the combat, guys. Absolutely riveting. I'll use my skill I have. Oh, can't use him, kill him too quick. I mean, I need to be engaged in a game, and although sometimes RPG games, as far as the role-playing, can engage me, this game, even though there's a lot of content there, the fact that my head's hurting, I don't want to read a lot of text then. So, maybe it's just personally I'm having a bad experience with it, but I'm just not feeling it. Let's see some more of this combat real quick, and then I want to show you a few of the different parts about this game that I actually do feel warrant some exposure. When you open stuff, you can just click it over. I mean, it's a normal RPG. You expect this kind of stuff. Okay, let's fight. Alright, let's do our special skill. Focus blow. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to continue playing this game because of this type of combat. Like, the combat's just... it's just not good. And what it comes down to is do I want to spend $15 on a game where it's just overall lackluster in almost every sense of the word? I can't. I can definitely spend that $15 on numerous indie titles, if you want to say indie titles, and get a much, you know, better, enjoyable experience. Yeah, pick up all the mushrooms. Oh, yeah, all the chests. Just, I mean, you guys can probably see, just from watching me play here for, what, 9 minutes, how not engaging this game really is. It's just, the sound, the music isn't bad, but again, it's the gameplay, it's the combat. So, the graphics aren't the best, and it's indie, so you can't hold that too much against it, but for the most part, it's like, the combat, to me, is going to be the most important part, so the combat's not fluid enough. That's a big strike, and the fact that you're not making me feel good with the game itself is a big strike. The actual role-playing element doesn't really save it. On top of having no voice acting, it's a little bit... It just puts me over the edge, okay? So, I'm already getting a headache here, so I'm going to quit out of here and show you something else. So as far as the positives of the game, I have to say honestly, the role playing is definitely there. They definitely give you a lot of options here. And then one other cool thing about this game is it's heavily mod supported. So if you're legitimately in this game and the few minutes of gameplay I'm showing you actually looks interesting, definitely check it out because there's a lot of replayability if you find it interesting and if it doesn't give you a headache. So for instance, there's all these mods. So I tried Scavenge already because it was the most downloaded mod. I didn't like it. Let's go ahead and just try this one. I don't even know what this is. Let me just jump in and just show you guys. Okay, new game, avatar, here we go. Well, we're going to be, again, there's a lot of replayability. There's 4 different difficulty settings, which is fine, but let's see what happens. Alright. Constitution, strength, okay. Yeah. Again, it's heavily modded, which is cool. There's support there, but oh my god. Really? Okay, and I can't page up or page down in order to change the thing, so I'm just completely top down. Really? What the? Oh shit. What is happening? Like, this game is literally just giving me. I sit in front of a computer for 16 hours plus a day. I freaking work all day in front of a computer, and I come home and I'm sitting in front of a computer, and I do not ever get sick from video games, and this is the first video game that is making me literally sick. Faceless Ghost. Alright, so you have more RP, yada yada yada. I don't care. Probably should care, because I'm sure I'm trying to do something here with some sort of... Oh my god, really? Perhaps we'll mount your corpse on a poisonous snake. Oh my god. This is madness. So again, if you like this kind of roleplay, I could see how some people could be into this sort of thing. Not me. Definitely not me. Really? That's okay. So I mean, I could see there could be entertainment value here, and I understand that. I respect that, but I can't get behind it myself, guys. I really can't. And you know, again, you got a few minutes. Oh, this awesome riveting combat again. You see, oh my god, really? What just happened? It was only a dream, guys. Why would Master attack me? I can't. I have to exit this. I'm sorry. I just. So yeah, it's hard again for me to honestly say, look, $14.99. It's definitely a steal. I don't agree with that. I don't. If you are really into heavily modded games, or if you're into just the modding scene, if you're into role-playing games, and this seems like something you'd be interested in, maybe try it out. I mean, at the end of the day, $15 is only $15. I'd just be wary that, like, I'm definitely not gonna get $15 out of this game. I'm really not. I'll probably end up getting 3-4 hours, whatever I've put into it at this point, and then that's it. It's not the biggest investment, but again, if you like it, there's more than enough content here to go around. I haven't completed the campaign to completion at this point. I think it got a 76 on Metacritic, and there's some good reviews on it, but again, it's just the combat and the fact that it makes me feel sick. I just can't get behind it, guys. So I don't know. If I were you, I'd probably stay clear. But if you're really into RPG and you like the combat, that doesn't seem like it'd be a big deal for you. Maybe you want to check it out. But otherwise, again, it's $14.99 Steam right now. Driftmoon. Check it out or not. It's up to you. Thanks for watching, guys.